morning, beautiful people from Cafayate here in Argentina. This morning we are heading to the Rio Colorado waterfall hike. I don't know how much waterfalls is going to be because it's really dry here, but I guess we're about to find out. The town of Cafayate is most well known for its vineyards, its wineries, what they call here, actually they call them bodegas, which I think is so cute. So we're gonna go do a hike and then we're probably going to go and check out another bodega. Yesterday we went to the most beautiful bodega and had the most delicious lunch. I love this view and I love this wine. Today's hike is really about working off everything that we ate and drank yesterday. Hopefully we're having some more today. Wow, it is such a beautiful day here. The sun is really warm, but the air is nice and cool. We just drove in and there's a parking lot, which I don't know if we have to pay for it because a guy came out to our car and said that it is 5,000 pesos per person for a guide to do the hike. But we were saying no guide, we don't want one. And then he just pointed us to this parking lot. So I don't know if they're gonna try and make us take a guide or not. But I mean, it's just a hike. We don't need a guide. Not that we're against paying, like it's only 5,000 pesos. It's really not very expensive. It's just that we would rather hike on our own. It's nature.
No, it's okay.
No se puede ingresar solo.
This is Rio Colorado.
Sí.
Do you know guide? Because the circuit is because
Do you have a sign or something? We saw online that the money doesn't go in the right hands and they have no authority doing this. Yeah, there's a campground right next door. So we're just gonna see if there's someone there. We're just investigating. I mean, there's always wine to drink in town and food to try, so it's not like it's a big problem. It's just, it's a bit of a bummer because it ruins the experience of a tourist. Because, you know, you just pay because they're just abusing people. Like, we don't speak Spanish a little bit, but yeah, it's just not a good thing to do. And then, yeah, we'll see from there. It's a beautiful day anyway, so it's not like there's nothing else to do. She did agree that those guys are, she's literally next door. She did agree that it's not the best thing that they do. Those guys are not from here. And not to start trouble between her and them. She said you can park your car and then go on your own, from what I understood. But I mean, that would jeopardize her safety and things like this, so we're just gonna leave it. Sorry to start the vlog in such a pessimistic way. It's just
After a lot of deliberating, we decided to skip this hike, which I'm really upset about. It's just that argument between we have to miss out now, which sucks, but also if everybody refuses to pay them, then they'll leave and they'll stop doing the wrong thing, and then in the future people will be able to enjoy the hike as they should. Unfortunately, we have to miss out, which totally sucks. We're gonna go drown our sorrows with some wine. It's so beautiful here. We never want to leave. You're in the right place when wine is the same price as a coffee and both are less than $2.
so we decided to drink instead of hike. We found this absolutely insanely beautiful place.
It's so beautiful here. Like, I want to live here.
And the vine is, oh, honestly guys, I'm so glad I'm not hiking anymore.
So I actually did some research and found out which wineries in this area were the best, and I chose 3 that I really wanted to visit based on the way they looked, like the beauty of the place and also the quality of the wine. This was the number one that came up. They do only do the tours and degustations in Spanish, but if you email them you can reserve one in English. I actually did email them, but they never got back to me. I guess we'll just do one in Spanish and hopefully...
Wine is an international language.
Yeah.
It's okay. So this has become a wine blog instead of a hike blog. You're welcome.
But now it's just wine.
And food. We're just gonna enjoy this until our tasting. So I'm just warming up the pupil.
Yeah, just warming up the taste buds.
Warming up the taste buds.
We're not gonna be hiking. I think this is the next best thing.
Sí, para este año en la próxima cosecha, así que por eso empezaron a bodega porque están los cables por todos lados. Sí, pero porque están manteniendo justo hace ratito llegaron. Así que no podemos ingresar a la bodega. Salimos de la chapa y la degustación acá en la sala. Así que alrededor de todo
Alright, our first wine tasting of the day done. It was really dark in there, and also it was really awkward to film because everyone was right next to us and you couldn't really see much anyway, so we didn't film much in there. The other thing is that we didn't like the wine that much. It was fun, like it was good. It's just not to our taste. And yesterday we loved the wine so much at the winery we went to. So this one wasn't as nice, but the view is amazing. Like,
yeah.
Come here for a coffee. Yeah, no, they're so nice. It's just that the wine wasn't to our tasting. But now, because like I said, I was feeling a little bit sick, a little bit lightheaded. We're gonna go get some food. I said it earlier, we have to try the empanadas here. And I found a place that is literally called La Casa de Empanadas, the House of Empanadas. So let's go. Alright, we're in town and it is so cute.
Yeah, we gotta fill our stomach though.
Yeah, but we need to go eat. They look so good. They're very hot though. So this one is the salteña, which is like the local empanada from this area. Apparently it's a bit different than the beef empanadas in the rest of Argentina. So this is what we had to try. We ordered a few other local ones too. And cheers. Oh.
Oh, they're so good.
And this has so much flavor. Like there's heaps of spices, there's potato, there's meat. The dough is not thick, a little bit burnt, but in a good way.
Oh, it's so good. Really hot though.
Really hot.
Salta region. Salta is beautiful. This region is beautiful. The drive is beautiful.
Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah. If you come from Bolivia, you have to stop here.
So this one's also a vegetarian option. It's called carnaval. It's tomato, basil, and cheese.
Wow.
It's like a bruschetta empanada. It's amazing.
Now that was a delicious lunch. Costed us 7,000. Absolutely delicious. And since
Amazing.
the sun is at its peak right there, we're gonna go find something refreshing before our refreshing wine. And Jacqueline seemed to be very aware of one place.
Limón y tuna.
Sí.
Tuna.
Mi marido era pintor. El primero
Ajá.
y el último.
Ajá.
Ay, no les gusta el vino.
¿No les gusta vino?
¿A ustedes?
Sí.
¿Cómo no pidieron Este vino es el único en el mundo. Esto es vino torrontés.
Oh. Oh. Strong.
Y el vino Cabernet Tinto.
Oh wow, it really tastes wine. Oh my god, they were so
They were nice.
Go to Cavados Miranda, they were lovely. They let us try the wine ice cream and it was actually really good, but I wouldn't want a whole bowl of it. Like half a bowl.
Look at
maybe.
that.
Yeah. Max got a local fruit. This one is tuna, which we've actually tried, but a red version, not the green version. Really good. And I got banana and dulce leche.
Just made it to our next wine tasting. We made it to the Cafayate winery. Are you kidding me?
Okay, this might be the most beautiful one we visited so far. Look at this place. Oh my god. Alright, we have to wait half an hour for our tour and tasting. So we did our own little tasting and had a glass of wine at the restaurant. And now I think we're going into the room where they do the things. This tour is a little bit more expensive than one we did this morning. It's 6,200 per person, but you get to taste 8 wines. We actually thought this tour was going to be in English. Unfortunately, it's not, which kind of sucks, but this one at least had a really cool graph that we could look at, and we do actually get to see the fermentation room. Finally made it to the tasting room where the good stuff is gonna happen.
Derecha el torrontés, a la izquierda el chardonnay.
Alright, so we've just been poured our first taster. We have a Torrentes from this region and we have a Chardonnay from Mendoza. One of the cool things about this winery is that they do actually have a winery also in Mendoza, and in this tasting we get to kind of compare the two different regions. So a white from this region, a white from that region. I guess we'll get to do a malbec from both as well. So that's really fun.
Okay, so now we have a malbec of a rosé malbec of Mendoza grapes.
Oh, sorry. That's nice.
Yeah. Easy to drink in summer days.
I like it. Okay, gracias.
Smells good.
That's a good malbec. Oh, I like that.
Much better.
All right, now Mendoza. Who's gonna win? Ooh. Oh, I think I like the local one better.
All right, beautiful people. We didn't talk much because it was quite noisy and was a bit of a confined space. Nevertheless, the wines were very, very good. Much better than the one this morning.
But not as good as the ones yesterday. Even though the last 2 vlogs and 2 days have been very bougie, the best thing is that they've still been within our $100 US a day budget. So
come for it.
It's amazing. I'm a little bit nervous for the rest of Argentina because now we've gotten used to the prices here. I think it's gonna get a bit more expensive as we go further down south, but hey, that's what it is to travel.
But in any case, if you did enjoy this, we are going to Mendoza. So if you're into wine and seeing what the culture of drinking is like, please stick around because there's a lot. If you want to
come get drunk with us again,
stick around because there's a lot more to come. But thank you so much for checking in, and we will see you in the next one.
In Mendoza.
Bye guys.
Bye.